Let me set this off by saying I do enjoy Boldy James's music, and I think he is one of the most consistent artists in the game by far. But I have to ask, is it possible that Boldy's releasing too much music in too short of a time period? What is good, y'all? It's your boy Mixtape Moth. If you are rocking with this content, go ahead and smash that like button for your boy. Also subscribe if you haven't. But today I'm gonna be hitting y'all with some quick thoughts on this project from Boldy James entitled Permanent Ink. This is the second drop in a month from the prolific Detroit rapper Boldy James, Mr. Concrete's himself. As 2024 started to wind down, it became apparent that Boldy was on the trajectory of releasing one album or more a month, and it seems like he's going with that plan also into 2025. Now, 2 drops a month for most artists would be an impressive feat, but given Boldy's recent output, it's kind of the norm now. So at the very beginning of January, he had dropped Murder During Drug Traffic with Rich Gaines, a project that received a lukewarm reception in my comment section, at least. There were definitely a few tracks that stood out looking back, but it's one of his more forgettable releases, I'd have to say. But this new one, Permanent Ink, was produced entirely by Roger Goodman, who I recently learned was a Detroit producer who specializes in trap. I had never heard of him prior to this release. So with Permanent Ink, I am not gonna do my standard track by track breakdown, not because lyrically Boldy's rhymes don't warrant it. That's not the case, because his rapping is as good as always, I'd say. But I just get the sense that I will be reviewing quite a few Boldy James albums this year at this pace. And for time's sake, I'm just going to talk about my overall feelings for this project briefly. So the production from Roger Goodman had trap-like drums essentially throughout, with a bulk of them having embedded, pitched, sped up soul samples. The records worth checking out are Chili Mo, Dawn Mega, Jacksonville, Single File Line, as well as Facade, No Facade, excuse me, with Sir Michael Rocks. And those all had one thing in common. They did have more up-tempo, chipmunk soul production. I did enjoy the suspenseful beat on the James Bond track, but the guest feature didn't do a whole lot for me. But I would have to say the closing song, Gargoyle Pele, was somewhat of a banger. But aside from those aforementioned tracks, I found the rest of the production to just be serviceable and a little formulaic. Although one clear strength about this project that was different from other Boldy releases is that his energy was a lot higher here. I mean, his flow and his delivery was way more energetic, I think mostly due to the upbeat production. So I did view this as a positive or a nice change in pace from some of the comatose sounds that we got on that Rich Gaines project. So yeah, I would say if you are a hardcore Boldy James fan, this record doesn't hurt. And it's worth checking out. I think the bars do hold up to Boldy standards for the most part, but the flow and the energy is really on point. Overall, I'm gonna give this project a rating of 3 mics. I think it's worth checking out. But aside from the songs that I mentioned, those tracks I would add to a playlist, I don't really view this as one of his better albums. However, I do feel that if you combine some of the best tracks from Murder During Traffic with the ones from Permanent Ink, you would have a pretty dope trap album. My favorite tracks include Chili Mo, Dawn Mega, Jacksonville, Single File Line, No Facade, and Gargoyle Pele. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. It's your boy Mixtape Moth. I'm signing out, but as always, it's peace and blessings. Boldy James, Permanent Ink. 1.